Let's talk about something today that people seem to have forgotten. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. They're saying summer is over. Guys, summer ain't over till September. That's when summer's over. So many people confuse seasons now by the days their kids go to school or something like that, right? If a kid gets out in May, that starts summer break, right? Technically, it's not summer until June. We all know that watch this, but a lot of people are confusing summer being over just because little Johnny and little Susie's going back to school this week or next week, or already went back to school, right? It it's still gonna get hot, guys. It's still gonna get hot. We get hot here all the way up, sometimes up into October. We usually have our first frost around the third week of October, and it's just a light frost usually. We don't get cold here anymore, and I'm in northeast Alabama. We don't get cold here anymore. We used to, of course, the weathermen will tell you it never got cold and stayed cold here, but you can look back through pictures of when you were growing up and you can see, well, it snowed that year, it snowed that year, it snowed that year. You know, you can see it with your own eyes. It used to stay a little bit cooler. Let's not call it cold. It was cooler here than what it's been being. Of course, the weatherman's going to tell you you're wrong. We never get snow every year and things like that, which we used to. Believe it or not, we used to get snow on a pretty regular basis. Now, I have seen Christmas where you could wear shorts, and I've seen Christmases where you needed to, bundle up because it snowed. But the point of this video is summer is not over. It's not. Summer goes up into September. Just because somebody goes back to school or something like that does not mean summer's over, guys. It doesn't. It's just the simple fact of the way it is. And now we also have, starting around the early to mid 1900s, the weathermen started calling it meteorological seasons, right? They'll tell you it starts sooner than what the actual calendar says it is. We're seeing a lot of that here in the past year or two in my area, that the weathermen are using different dates that says starts the seasons. Guys, we all know the weather's messed up right now anyways. Now, is it something to do with global warming? I don't know. I think we're going through a cycle. I've said before on these videos that I've asked actual weathermen who are on TV, hey, you keep saying since records were kept, how do we not know it was colder or hotter back before records were kept, right? Summer's not over. If anybody's telling you summer's over because the kids are back in school or fixing to go back to school, just look at them and go, no, it's not. Inform them that summer ends in September. Please inform them that. So when it gets hot, here in 2 to 3 weeks, they're like, well, it sure is hot. Yeah, because we're still in summer. We're still in summer. We haven't been in summer now, but for about, 6, 7 weeks now? People don't even know when the seasons are anymore. Now, granted, it is harder to tell the seasons apart, but if you're going by the calendar, we're just midway through summer, right? It frustrates me when people think because they set their schedule as far as when is certain seasons by when kids go to school. Do you believe it's still summer? Do you understand it's still summer? Now here in the South, you don't really see a difference. We have about 2 seasons nowadays. We have summer and kind of a spring, or maybe you call it fall because the leaves fall off the tree, right? But weather temperature wise, we have spring and summer weather. We have about, I've said it before, about 2 weeks of winter temperatures where it's not above 40 degrees here in my area. And it's not 2 weeks straight either. It's 2 weeks total for the whole, 3 months of 3 months of winter, right? We'll get a cold snap, usually sometime in December, pretty close to Christmas. And then we'll have another cold snap in January and occasionally one in February. But it's never, like a whole month or 2 months of cold weather below 40 degrees. Our temperatures here probably average out during the winter 60, maybe. around 55 to 60 degrees. Now the nights it will get kind of cool. You know, we may average around 35, 36 during the winter months, right? With occasional cold snaps here. But to get back on point, I know most of you are all like, man, you're rambling. The point of this video is, summer is not over. It's not. People think summer starts when a kid gets out of school in May, right? Well, that's the first day of summer. No, it's not. No, it's not. First day of summer is in June. And then we go all the way up through September in summer, right? So yes, it's still going to get hot. We're still going to have hot days here. It's still going to get dry. We're still going to have no rain. I mean, it's summertime. It's going to get hot. It's going to get muggy. I'm not going to say heat index. It gets muggy. Muggy in the south. Your clothes stick to you. It's bad. Let me know your thoughts on this. If you're still watching and you haven't subscribed and you're not going to subscribe, please hit the thumbs down on your way out the door. Keep your head on a swivel. Be aware of your surroundings at all times. Protect yourself and your family at all times. At that moment, you're the only person that can do it. Stay safe. Keep prepping. And guys, summer's not over. We still got a couple weeks of summer. Stay safe.